can, I want to now introduce Pastor Dr. Michael Waters.
That's right. How are you, babe?
Friends, 79 years ago, as much of Europe still lay in rubble, a German pastor set forth his pen and pose. The pastor had witnessed many crimes against humanity perpetuated within his country. He witnessed the rise of a secret police force operating without legal restraint, invading schools, homes, churches, and businesses, kidnapping and disappearing men, women, and children in broad daylight with ice-cold hands. These secret police force facilitated the mass deportation of his neighbors to detention centers both inside and outside of Germany, where they suffered unimaginable harm and death. The pastor had witnessed the unholy marriage of white supremacist ideology and the church, with pastors embracing German Christian nationalism as though it were the gospel, dissolving the separation between church and state, aiding and abetting power instead of speaking truth to power. This pastor even witnessed yellow stars and pink triangles and other colored shapes sewn upon the clothes of religious and sexual minorities, and anyone else deemed an enemy of the state, dehumanizing them and denying them their human rights. And this pastor, when reflecting upon all of these atrocities, as well as his initial apathetic response, he poetically penned these words. First, they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. And then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. And then they came for me. There was no one left to speak out for me. Friends, today, in deeply concerning ways, America looks less like America and more like Nazi Germany. From the west side of Chicago to West Dallas, our neighbors are being hunted down like fugitive slaves. Detained and stolen away from their families in broad daylight without due process of the law. Today, friends, we are witnesses of another unholy marriage, as white supremacist ideology masquerades as Christian faith, openly justifying the atrocities accompanying the advance of authoritarian rule. There is, friends, an all-out assault on our civil and human rights as democracy gives way to tyranny. All of this harm is being choreographed by a president who fancies himself a dictator or a would-be king over a nation that declared over 2 centuries ago that we have no king. Yes, friends, we declared our independence with a shout. We declared that when, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another and to assume the powers of the earth, the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is with this same revolutionary spirit that we've gathered together today, standing in solidarity with millions all across America and declaring with one voice, not on my watch! Yes, we refuse to be casual observers to these multiform horrors as they unfold, not on my watch! We refuse to remain silent as our rights are being stripped away. We will not be apathetic or disengaged, not on my watch! Together as a congregation of what Dr. King called the creatively maladjusted to evil. And we will refuse to allow hate to be mobilized. Not on my watch. We will refuse to allow authoritarianism to replace democracy. Not on my watch. No wannabe king is going to rule over us. Not on my watch. Today in March, because we still believe that the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We still believe that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We still believe that truth crushed to the earth shall rise again. We still believe that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. We stand together as an embodied resistance, and we lift our voices to declare freedom today, freedom tomorrow, freedom forever. Say it with me. No kings.
No kings.
No hate.
No hate.
No racism.
No racism.
No bigotry.
No bigotry.
Not on our watch.
Not on our watch.
Not in our name.
Not in our name.
That's why we can declare we shall overcome. We can declare yes we can. We can declare all power to the people. We can declare we're going to be all right. So friends, let's keep marching together. Let's keep resisting together. Let's keep standing together. If we gotta get arrested, let's get arrested together. On that great day when justice flows like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream, and we shall all be free.
All right, who's ready to march? Are you ready to say no kings?
famous.
Got it all going on.
What's going on? I've been good. I've been good. You too. You too. The No Kings protest, Dallas, Texas, October 18th, 2025.
trumpets got to go. Hey, hey.
It started raining again. Yeah, we needed the rain. Just picked the wrong day to do it. But it was okay. It was okay. Yeah.
And I'm the co-chair of Democratic Socialists of America, North Texas chapter. And I'm here today to talk about the fascist dog in the White House, Donald Trump. A man born into immense wealth, who failed upwards into the most powerful position in the entire world. A man who has never known what it is like to toil away at work, to struggle to pay bills, to raise a family on a shoestring budget, or to be denied health care. He claims to be a champion for the working class while shredding the already threadbare social safety net, unleashing the fossil fuel industry, using the bootlickers and ICE to tear families apart, and sending our money overseas to fund genocide and ethnic cleansing. His crimes are so numerous, I could be here all day listing them off. Tell us, how did we get here? And how do we make sure that it never happens again? I often hear that Trump is an anomaly. The difficult truth is that he is the logical endpoint of a society that allows billionaires to hoard vast amounts of wealth, while thousands go unnoticed. That allows healthcare companies to exploit families for profit.
2025.
That uses imperial violence to deny countries of the global south their freedom and self-determination. That looks away from police brutality. Trump, the American id, is using the system that we have built over decades to enact his authoritarian overreach. We have made the dire mistake of believing that the right to profit trumps the right of the people to live good lives. I was raised a Christian right here in Texas, and I hold those values deeply in my heart. Love thy neighbor, strengthen the hand of the poor and the needy, welcome the immigrant. Jesus said, truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. As a trans person, I know all too well the feeling of being left behind, of being abandoned. When I look at the MAGA movement, I do not see enemies. I see my brothers and my sisters suffering, who feel life getting harder, their futures disappearing, who who have turned to Trump out of desperation and fear. I believe that this country can be great.
Said they turned
Not by
Trump out
handing
of
over the
desperation
reins of
and fear.
power
They
to
knew
a
exactly what they were voting for.
utopia, but by empowering
They just didn't think it was going to
working
happen to
people.
them.
We deserve more. You deserve more. Trump is powerless. All would-be dictators are powerless in the face of working people who know and live in solidarity with each other. So I tell you, do not let today be your only radical act. Let it be your first one. Become class conscious. Understand that without us, this world does not turn. Trump is the loudest fascist president, but complacency will mean he won't be the last. So yes, vote. Vote in every election that you can for the most progressive candidate that has earned your vote. But don't stop there. Join or start a union. Organize your communities.
Starting Monday?
Join an organization like the Democratic Socialists of America that is fighting for economic redistribution. Let the suffering of others anywhere in the world fill you with a righteous fury. The billionaire class that Trump represents are working every single day to make their domination over us a permanent reality. We must be militant and fight back every day to free ourselves and build a world by and for the working class. Solidarity forever and free Palestine! Thank you so much. Next up is Lisa Plebeda, a guy I got to know really well before I came on today, so give him a round of applause. Former judge and environmental activist.
Here today. In fact, when I look out, I see the absolutely most patriotic thing that an American person can do. It's celebrating you. It's that is the American way. And you know what else is really American? Saying we don't stand for no freaking king. Mischaracterization of our non-violent and joyful, and now wet, event tells me one thing. It's working. It's working. Our critical mass that we need to save this democracy is coming together, y'all. We are here to tell this evil administration we do not consent. We do not consent. To their inhumane and harmful regime. My page. Here's what we also don't consent to. We don't consent to the violation of our constitutional rights to due process, the freedom from illegal search and seizure, our right to free speech. We don't consent to idiotic and illegal trade wars and terrorists. our support. But here's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to protest. We're going to organize. We're going to love our neighbors. We're going to find joy and love in all the dark places you tried to create. To my folks in Portland, yeah, keep it on. I just learned that word. We can destroy these weak men with the hip thrust of a frog. To my friends and family in Chicago, stay strong, stay safe, protect your neighbors. To my elected officials, our rights are worth fighting for. Our health care is worth fighting for.
Pastor Fulcruz say, I thought we might speak directly to ICE. You ready? ICE out! 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 All right, all right.
Ice out!
Woo! All right. I'm going to take you back to the days before Donald Trump. And I want to describe to you the bipartisan American police state that existed then. My friend Colette Flanagan started Mothers Against Police Brutality after her son Clinton Allen was shot to death by a Dallas police officer in 2013. A 25-year-old unarmed black man, father of 2 infant sons, was shot 7 times, once in his arm as if it was raised, 5 times in the chest, and once in the back at close range. No charges with the officer, no indictment, no trial, no civil damages, no accountability. And every year since then, 1,000 Americans on average, more than that, have been shot to death by police. Now, police brutality happens everywhere, but it falls hardest on black people. Racial profiling, pretext stops, over-policing and brutality. Those are the boundaries of a police state that exists right here, within and parallel to our own democracy. Now, today, under Trump's orders, ICE, the National Guard, even Marines, are profiling tens of thousands of brown people, men, women, and children with obvious pretext stops.
Oh, thank you.
They don't identify themselves.
Thank you.
I got you, fam.
And if you can't identify yourself properly or to satisfy them, you will end up quicker than you know in an ICE detention facility. God knows where, and your own family can't find you. Journalists, mayors, the rest of us all get caught up in this god-awful violence. Now Trump, he never won a majority of votes in 3 elections. He beat Kamala Harris by less than 1/2 of 1% of the vote.
It was rigged!
And yet, this wannabe dictator governs as if he won every single goddamn vote. Now there's a reason for that. There's a reason why so many people bend the knee or kiss his ass. And that's my second idea. Trump led a white nationalist movement into the White House.
That there.
cooked.
Okay, I'm not gonna go the full 4 ideas, but let me just say this. White nationalism is white racism combined with white power to dominate this nation. Is Trump a racist?
Yes!
God knows he is. Does Trump dance with the violent white power movement?
Yes!
The Proud Boys, the neo-Nazis,
The Heritage Foundation?
Heritage Foundation.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to close out here with a call and response, okay? So I'm going to give the call, I'm going to say and then you give the response. And the response is, we're going to change America, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's do it.
We stand and lift up the great American tradition of nonviolent resistance, and
We are going to change America.
we stand in the footsteps of the abolitionist movement that took down the slave power, and
We are going to change America.
we're going to strike, boycott, and organize in the spirit of the United Farm Workers Union, and
We are going to change America.
we're going to march in the transformational, revolutionary footsteps of Dr. Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. And thank you, No King. Speaker, protecting the reproductive rights of every woman in this state, every family in this state. Samantha Mitchell, give it up.
Okay, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but it is raining.
We noticed.
I'm actually not going to talk about reproductive rights right now. I mainly want to do a safety announcement. If, in fact, it does start hailing, I want to repeat. This parking garage to the east is the place to go for shelter. If it starts hailing, walk, don't run to that shelter, okay? If you're under a tree, be advised there may be lightning, so you do not want to stand under a tree. I'm so proud of you for being out here in the rain! Our next speaker is Justin Chen! Justin Chen is with
I'll see you. I'll call you.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Let this rain wash away the filth that is oppressing all of us. Thank you all for coming out today to be part of the democratic tradition of gathering and working for change. My name is Justin Chen, and I am the president of AFG Council 238, representing over 8,000 U.S. EPA employees nationwide. I am also a federal worker, a unionist, and a member of DSA North Texas. I come to you both as a federal worker and as a citizen of this country during these distressing times.
Right over here.
Right now, the federal government is shut down because this administration wants you, the American public, to pay more for health care. At this time, workers ranging from safety inspectors, scientists, engineers, janitors, doctors, lawyers, and others are sitting on the sidelines instead of working for you. Even more egregious is that there are workers that are being forced to work without pay, like those at the airport, TSA officers,
FAA air traffic controllers. These people are threatened to be fired from their jobs if they take time off in order to work another job that pays. And as we know, there are only so many hours in the day to be able to handle our business. This is an incredibly dangerous time because when civil servants are sidelined, the risk of disaster increases and the ability to respond to these disasters decreases. So how did we get to this point? Where civil servants are terrorized, healthcare is held hostage, natural disasters increase for climate change, and armed thugs like ICE prowl our streets, preying on our friends and our neighbors. While the problems of our country may have escalated in the past 10 months under Trump too, let us not forget the lessons of history lest we repeat them. The path to this hell has been paved by half-fulfilled promises and constant compromise to the most selfish and degraded parts of our society. When opportunity arrived to reform our healthcare system in 2009, we just built upon the shambolic private health insurance industry. Time after time, our leaders have refused to reform our immigration system to embrace our neighbors and the reality of our international economy, while we destabilize other countries, driving mass migration here. Our leaders were too cowardly to chart a serious course away from our addiction to fossil fuel because of their addiction to easy money. Organized labor has become an afterthought, something to be remembered as part of a halcyon past rather than the driver of the working class. And our lust for war and destruction continue, especially now with our shameful support of an apartheid Israeli state and the genocide of the Palestinian people. But brothers, sisters, friends, we can end this hell we are in and build a future worth living in, but only if you stand in solidarity with everyone else in the working class, regardless of race, gender, religion, and anything else that is used to divide us. Donald Trump, his administration, and his allies in Congress and elsewhere do not care whether you live or die. All they care about is stealing from you to pay the billionaires to which they are dogs.
Greed! Greed!
This kind of criminal behavior cannot stand. It must not stand. This is where you who are here today come in. These parasites can only make their wealth off of our backs. So that means we have the tools to end this chaos and mayhem. Talk to your co-workers. Find out your common problems. Organize a union. Then organize a strike because your power lies in your labor. As a working class, united in solidarity, we can build a future that will sustain us and our children.
That's
where
right.
oppression from groups like Donald Trump will be buried. So, solidarity now and solidarity forever. Thank you. I'd like to introduce my union brother, David Marshall, with the CWA and Common Defense.
What's up, Dallas? Good afternoon, I'm David Marshall, the Executive Vice President for Communication Workers of America and a proud veteran of the United States Marine Corps. In just 10 months, this president has checked almost every single box in the authoritarian playbook. But it looks like some Americans are still in denial, so let me catch you up on that. He implemented DOGE, so he and his billionaire buddies can slash the federal government while cutting vital government benefits, assistance, jobs, and programs that so many Americans depend on, only to turn around and give tax breaks to the wealthiest among us. He's deployed the military on U.S. soil and created an internal mass police force consolidated with ICE. He's used his office to enrich himself, his family, with billions while doing shady real estate deals, crypto scam, and pay-for-play games. He's launched investigations against his political opponents, even sending the FBI to raid the home of former staff, critics, and has threatened and extorted media companies, universities, law firms into paying billions with bogus settlements, and infringed on free speech by trying to cancel talk show hosts and poke fun of them. He's installed a unilateral tariff agenda to impose tax cuts on American business and customers that directly is crippling the agriculture industry, farmers, and the workers who work on those farms. He seized control of federal museums to erase unflattering history about himself, his supporters, and pick and choose what history can be taught. He's unilaterally terminated collective bargaining agreements with major labor unions and numerous federal agencies, including the VA, the EPA, the CDC, the Department of Education, the Agricultural Food Safety Inspection Service.
Okay, good.
And last but not least, he's covered up an investigation into a child sex trafficker for whom he had a decades-long friendship with. Release the file!
Release the
that Americans have employed in the past to make this beloved home more fair, more just, and more equitable. This is your obligation. This is your duty. History tells us no matter how ugly and destructive autocrats like this president is, they do not prevail. Ultimately, they destroy themselves. But I don't know about you. I didn't wait for that. I want to fight. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So are you ready to rise up? Rise up! Rise up! Rise up! Rise up for veterans!
Rise up!
Rise up for federal workers!
Rise up!
Rise up for immigrants!
Rise up!
Rise up for unions!
Rise up!
Rise up for the poor! Rise up for the disenfranchised!
Rise up!
Rise up for the marginalized!
Rise up!
Rise up for the LGBTQ ally! Rise up for safe and fully funded schools!
Rise up!
Rise up for clean air and water!
Rise up!
Rise up against injustice!
Rise up!
Rise up against this corruption!
Rise up!
Rise up against this wannabe king!
Rise up!
Okay.
There's a part that's stuck between the pages, so I'm gonna bring up our next speaker, Javier Velasquez.
Okay.
Are we tired? Hell no! Are we tired?
Hell no!
Are we gonna let this rain dissuade us from marching?
No!
Alright, I'm Javier Velasquez from the National Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression, as well as Freedom Road Socialist Organization. You can look us up on Instagram at National Alliance DFW. Alright, so, as a socialist, I believe that history has a lot to teach us. I want to talk about what I learned during the George Floyd Rebellion. I watched as government and big business weaponize this racist system to divide black, brown, and white people in this country. It's a damn shame. So, one of the popular chants that we would say was, indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Why did we say this? Because we in NARCR understand that
I'm gonna get my
we
arm a break.
remember
I'm
the
sorry.
struggle for democracy. We understand that it is the people who choose. We choose who govern us. All power to the people. Now we saw this democratic struggle during George Floyd. We saw it during Ferguson. We saw it during Rodney King. It is the full struggle for democracy because your democratic rights go beyond voting. We have a duty to fight for our rights. There was a preacher man that came up here before me and he said humanity demands that we be here. Well, democracy and fellowship demand that we be here as well. Whether it be door knocking, whether it be informing your neighbor of their rights, whether it be creating rapid response networks to fight against ICE, or joining local orgs that are already doing the work and voting and otherwise. We must raise the demand every single day. We must tell ICE and the National Guard to get the hell out of our barrio, to get the hell out of our neighborhoods, to get the hell out of our schools, to get the hell out of our hospitals, to get the hell off our streets, and to get the hell out of our city. I'll keep it short. Our next, I was Hobby from the National Alliance Against Racist Political Oppression, as well as Freedom Road Social Organization. Our next speaker is a good friend of mine and a great organizer, Millennium Unidos from Vecinos Unidos.
Yeah, I tried. What if it could just stay like?
It might. I can.
Yeah.
I can hold it over you.
I think that might work.
You don't want it over you?
I'll stand under it.
He's tall enough. Can you figure out how we can cross the umbrella to cover his he's tall. Let him see.
We protect our own neighbors.
So he can film. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can hold it over her because it's her umbrella.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, I want to.
Sorry, I'm trying to help, but I don't know. I don't know how good my plan was.
This rain ain't nothing. Y'all are the storm. Y'all are the storm.
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
And I am a chief.
It's really good to see you. Yeah, I'm stopping you. Very nice to meet you. See you later, bro.
Literally, neighbors united in Dallas.
All right, yeah.
And when I look
probably
out
not
at the
close
crowd,
behind
that's
y'all.
what I see here today. My neighbors. And I have a message for my vecinos. What are we going to do after this? After the march, after the rally, after the chants, what comes next? Because that is what matters the most. I'm not going to tell you to vote. Not because you shouldn't, but because we are past the point of doing the bare minimum. Okay? We can no longer come together only for rallies, tragedies, or elections.
Right.
That's how we got here. Okay?
That's right.
We cannot come out only when we are frustrated and sick of being gaslit by our failed officials who refuse to stand here with us. Where is the opposition? It's here. It's you. It's you, it's us, okay? So I'm here to tell you that this isn't just about ICE, but ICE has kept us pretty busy this year, okay? The reality is, in this country, there's an entire system of criminalizing the poor and marginalized. Human imprisonment in this country makes the rich richer, while people like us pay the price. We carry this country on our backs. When you see a big, beautiful tree with green leaves and fruit, you only see what's above ground. You don't see the roots. Working together, sharing, feeding one another. That's us. We are the roots. And if we are starved, divided, or poisoned, the tree will rot no matter how tall it is. So if we want a strong, healthy, fruitful society, then we have to start by strengthening the roots, nourishing our communities, and working with our neighbors to build solutions. That's where the power has always been, underground, among the roots. So if you leave here with one thing tonight, let it be that there ain't no kings, there ain't no saviors. We protect our own neighbors, and that's not just a chant. It is a way of life and a promise. And that's where the change will begin. Let us not wait until the next election to come together. Look for ways to volunteer in your community tomorrow. Thank you. After just a couple more speakers, just bear with us. It's going to be raining on the march, as same as it is here. So hold your horses. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Next up we have Azael Alvarez from El Movimiento DFW.
How's everybody doing today? Let's go! Raise them up! That I personally saw last week at the police oversight board, and the police chief gaslighted the hell out of us. He said, why are you even bringing this up? We don't want to deal with that smoke. Do we want to deal with that smoke? Yeah, we do. And now the mayor has said that they want the 287G agreement here in Dallas, and it makes every police officer in Dallas become a fucking ICE agent. How many of you are willing to go speak at city council and fight back? Get your hands up! We gotta fight back! Media here, as the CEO of Antifa, I am willing to fight against this anti-fascist, these freaking Gestapo agents that are terrorizing our communities in Dallas. Does it piss you off?
I'll tell him. When I get home, I'll call him, tell him.
Yeah. We're gonna show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
You know what? He's gonna see the video on YouTube, so we'll hear y'all saying that.
United will never be defeated.
Tit for tat 2024. TIT, the number 4, TAT 2024. It's all one word. Alrighty.
We gotta go organize. We got get a party at 5 a.m. to go freaking patrol your communities, and you're gonna see them because they're doing it in secret. Okay? I'm gonna march us out. So thank you all for being here. Check out the tent. We got one here.
People never say it. Sometimes the world around. People never please. Sometimes the world around. But all the people.
Thank y'all. My name is Patty Fink, and I'm here as an activist for the Dallas LGBTQ community. We are here, assembled here together today in this moment in peace to express our unity, our solidarity, our undivided shared reality in defense of our Constitution and our rights, responsibilities, and freedoms as Americans. Because the United States of America does not have kings. We have no kings. The President of the United States, such as he is in the White House today, doesn't have a clue what the Declaration of Independence is. He's so detached from reality that his biggest priority is that billionaires are not happy having $1 billion. As a gay American and as a woman, I know firsthand how fragile and how our hard-won rights and freedoms are. Our community has been under fierce, unrelenting, very targeted attacks, especially here in Texas, and especially targeting the trans community and the non-binary community for years. Like women's rights, queer Americans must re-win our rights again and again and again and again. But we wouldn't have the rights we've had without our allies. Those who have stood alongside us through thick and thin, testified at legislative hearings, marched with us, engaged everyone in their orbits in serious one-on-one, heartfelt conversations about our humanity and our lives. Allies are everything, and we thank you for standing with us. Indeed, we often say of allies, if the stones aimed at me never hit you, then you're not standing close enough. The queer community has been so fortunate to have incredible, amazing allies who have indeed been hit and pummeled by the stones aimed at us. Yet there you were, and there you still are, standing with us. Standing with us today, in this place, together right now. And even though MAGA has taken excesses and it's never enough for them, they believe in cruelty and enjoying the suffering of others. I want to remind you that Trump is at his lowest approval of all time. Yesterday, the Associated Press, that's the AP wire that's respected around the world, that he kicked out of the White House Oval Office from the press corps because they wouldn't say Gulf of America. Their polling yesterday proved he was at his all-time lowest approval rating and his highest disapproval rating of both terms. People in this country have never disapproved of him more craves to be a king. Not today, Trump. Not tomorrow. And not the day after that. What can we do? We can register to vote. We can register others to vote. Become a poll worker. Get involved in a campaign. Talk seriously with your friends and your family, especially those who did not vote last year. Take action on your responsibilities to the U.S. Constitution. Trump has failed his oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution to the best of his ability. This was his best? Let's show him our best. So in one unified voice, that is our strength, that is our superpower. We may be othered, but others united will never be divided. Our solidarity is how we win back our Constitution from those who defecate on it every day. Our unity is our tool as Americans who love our Constitution. So I challenge each of you today, in this place together, if the stones aimed at you never hit me, then I'm not standing close enough to you. I will stand with you. Will you stand with me? Will you stand as close as you can with the person next to you that you don't even know? Let's stand together, closely and as tall as we can, together in unity of purpose and spirit, and defeat a tyrant. I want to introduce my good friend, Dallas City Council member Chad West from District 1, and a fellow member of our community, and the new chair of the Dallas Mayor's LGBT Task Force. And he'll be talking about another not enough, and that's the Texas effort to stop the LGBT community from keeping its rainbow sidewalks and crosswalks in the historic Oakland Entertainment District from being destroyed.
What's up, Dallas? My name is Chad West. I am the only LGBT member of the Dallas City Council, and I'm proud to be out and gay. We've been talking about Donald Trump a lot today, but we got to bring up Governor Abbott. Governor Abbott and the department, the Texas TxDOT, has given us 30 days to remove our rainbow crosswalks. And this is despite the fact that these rainbow crosswalks were paid for and installed with private dollars, donations. But guess what? It's going to cost us public dollars, your tax dollars, to remove the crosswalks. You know, I am who are my veterans in the audience? Yeah. I'm a proud U.S. Army veteran. I served our country like so many people I've met today, and I will tell you this. When I was serving, it was during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I was closeted. It wasn't until I moved to Dallas that I had the courage and the confidence to become comfortable with myself and to come out. And that's because Dallas was then and still is a welcoming city. 20 years ago, Dallas's LGBT community was unmatched. I saw couples holding hands on Cedar Springs. I saw businesses and sports leagues putting out pride symbols. We didn't have the crosswalks back then, but Dallas was the kind of welcoming city that gave me, a small town country kid, the confidence that I could come out and be who
I was trying to actually look for my shirt so I can wipe off this lens.
If you believe that Dallas should remain a welcoming city, let me hear you. Here's the action you can do to help us keep these rainbow crosswalks. There are 3 things. Contact your city council member. If I'm your city council member, you're good. You don't have to call me. But the other 14 or 13 plus the mayor, call them. Call your state legislator. They need to hear from you as well. And there is another rally today at 5 o'clock at Cedar Springs, at the crossroads of Cedar Springs and Oak Lawn, to fight to save these crosswalks. Please join us today. And I think we're almost ready to march. I've got somebody coming up after me. Kat Vargas from Howdy Politics. Come on up. Where's she at?
Howdy, I'm Kat, and I talk politics for everyday Texans. You might know me from social media as Howdy Politics. And we are here in the midst of a government shutdown that John Cornyn and Ted Cruz want you to believe is because of Democrats, but they control the House,
the Senate, they control the presidency and the judicial system.
We are here because Donald Trump and Republicans have no interest in governing. Donald Trump has had more shutdowns than the last 3 presidents combined. He has no interest in coming to the table for everyday Americans. And let's be clear, this is about health care. Texas is the #1 uninsured state in the country. Republicans don't want to extend subsidies from the Affordable Care Act. They don't want to protect Americans who depend on Medicare and Medicaid. And as the #1 uninsured state in the country, Texans cannot afford to continue to be under their power. And this isn't new. They've done this before. In 2013, Ted Cruz shut down the government to protest the Affordable Care Act and try to prevent it from passing in the first place. And what we are seeing now is them continuing that filibuster. And I know some people are like, well, I don't have Medicaid. I don't have Medicare. I don't get subsidies from the ACA. But let me tell you, when that $1 trillion disappears from our healthcare system, it's not just going to go away. They're going to pass that cost on to you, to me. We are going to see our premiums double, if not triple. And again, we are the #1 uninsured state in the country. Texans cannot afford this. And like I said, a lot of you see me talk on Howdy Politics, but unlike our Republican lawmakers, I don't run and hide from Texans. And so yesterday in the Houston airport, when I walked up and saw Ted Cruz and spreading his lies at his press conference, I called him out on his bullshit. He called me a radical leftist. I'm not a radical. I'm a suburban mom who is tired of his shit. And let me tell you, the moms are turning this car around. As moms and as women especially, we're told don't talk politics. Don't talk religion, it's not polite. But let me tell you, the people in Austin, the Republicans in DC, they have no problem forcing their religion and their politics on you. So you better start talking to your friends and family. And it's not going to be showing up at 1 protest, 2 protests. It's not going to be taking the pictures for social media. It's going to be continuing to show up. It's going to be the unglamorous act election. I want you right now to clear your calendars in 2026. You're not going to brunch. Carry your mimosa and go knock on some fucking doors. We're living this time where they're like, oh, it's America first, America first. Let me tell you, I have learned more about soybeans in the last 2 weeks than I have my whole life. And your homework is I want you to go talk about soybeans. And let me tell you, the #1 export for Iowa is soybeans. China, because of the tariffs, they're not buying any soybeans from the U.S. right now. But we can afford to give $20 billion to Argentina. That's right, they doubled it to $40 billion now. Argentina's #1 export is soybeans. They're going to go to China. That's not America first. If these people had any principles to stand on, they would admit their lies. This is not about America first. This is about them trying to control power. They don't care about our farmers. They don't care about us Texans. It is time for us to stand up and say no more, no king. We are turning this car around. Also wanted to say that we're all here, we're paid by George Soros. Does anyone know where we pick up our checks? I've got news for you, Ted Cruz. We all hate you for free.
That part.
And I'll tell you what, if Mr. Howdy ever let someone talk about his wife the way Ted Cruz let Trump talk about his, we wouldn't still be married. Thank you all for showing up. Make that commitment to keep showing up. When I started Howdy Politics, I didn't have a background in politics, I didn't have a background in social media, but I made a commitment to show up and keep showing up. Now Howdy reaches 11 million Texans every single month. All you have to do is double your own impact, convince that one person in your life to vote with us. Do what you can. I want to now introduce Pastor Dr. Michael Waters.
I don't get paid.